Good morning, everybody. Our topic today is about equalitarianism. These are the overview of our topic, the definition of equalitarianism, general moral concepts, principles of equalitarianism, implications, how can one be moral or immoral, strengths and weaknesses of equalitarianism, is it workable or attainable, and why? So what is equalitarianism? Equalitarianism is another term for egalitarianism. Equalitarianism came from French word égal or equal. Is it a belief that human equality, especially with respect to social, political, and economic affairs? Equalitarianism is a social philosophy advocating the removal of inequalities among people. So what is equality? Equality is about ensuring that every individual has an equal opportunity to make most of their lives and talents. It is also the belief that no one should have poorer life chances because of the way they were born, where they came from, what they believe, or whether they have a disability. So, equalitarianism has a characteristic. First is equality does not stand for absolute equality. It accepts the presence of some natural dissimilarities. Next, equality stands for absence of all unnatural man-made inequalities and specially privileged classes in the society. Third is equality assumes the grant and guarantee of equal rights and freedom to all people. Next is equality infers the system of equal and adequate opportunities for all the people in society. Equality means equal satisfaction of basic needs of all the persons before the special needs and luxurious of some persons may be met. Equality supports an equitable and fair distribution of wealth and resources, minimum possible gap between the rich and the poor. Equality accepts the principles of protective discrimination for helping the weaker sections of society. So next is equality has three basic elements. The three basic elements is absence of special privileges in society. Next is the presence of adequate and equal opportunities for development of all. And the third one is the equal satisfaction of basic needs of all. So equalitarianism also had a principles. First is the right to recognition of the equal worth and equal dignity of each human being. Second is the right to equality before the law, the right to equal protection and benefit of the law, the right to be treated with the same respect and consideration as all others, and the right to participate on an equal basis with others in any area of economic, social, political, and cultural or civil life. So, equality versus equity. What is the difference between the two? Equality focuses on creating the same starting line for everyone. Based on the picture, that is the equality. Then the equity has the goal of providing everyone with a full range of opportunities and benefits, the same finish line. So, as the two pictures has been proven, that is the example of equity versus equality. Some specifically focused egalitarian concerns include the legal egalitarianism, the equality of person, equality of men and women in rights and responsibilities, gender equality, social egalitarianism, economic egalitarianism and non-human animals, and the religious and spiritual egalitarianism. So, here is Elizabeth Secor Anderson. She is an American philosopher. In her recent provocative essay titled "What is the Point of Equality?", Elizabeth Anderson argues against a common ideal of egalitarian justice that she calls lack egalitarianism, and in favor of an approach she calls democratic equality. What is lack egalitarianism? Lack egalitarianism is the aim of justice, as equality is to eliminate so far as is possible the impact on persons' lives of bad luck that falls on them through no fault or choice of their own. In the ideal lack egalitarian society, there are no inequalities in people's life prospects except those that arise through processes of voluntary choice or faulty conduct, for which the agents involved can reasonably be held responsible. As characterized by Anderson, lack egalitarianism amounts to the following combination of claims. So, it is morally bad if someone are badly off through no fault or choice of their own, and it is morally bad if some are worse than others through no fault or choice of their own. And social justice requires us to eliminate, so far as is possible, the moral bads described in number 1 and 2. To capture the lack egalitarian ideal, both 1 and 2 are necessary. By itself, 2 would not support the judgment that is morally unfortunate if disastrous bad luck brings it about that everyone is made far worse off, so long as everyone ends up equally badly off. So these are the advantages of egalitarianism. So a decent percentage of crime is motivated by greed and jealousy, wanting that everyone has you don't do. A lot of that, but not all. In a more equitable word, you're not removing a jealous lover, a childless one who envies one with children, one who hates another for being more talented. In principle, you're eliminating poverty and weighing down someone's potential. In this dream world, nobody is hungry, nobody suffers from malaria or malnutrition, so they have the full potential of their minds. Their family should not have to choose between saving a child's life with medical treatment and selling them into debt bondage or not educating other children. The standard of humanity is growing. Next is the disadvantages of egalitarianism or equalitarianism. Living equality is not bad at all. It's not only affecting the lives of people but also their mind. We cannot sure if they all thinking about goodness and equality, but the problem is, what if all of us have a better education and finish studies and have a better job? Being alive and making your dreams come true is not bad, but compete to others and have bad plans and intentions for their own good is bad or wrong. So, lastly is the conclusion of our topic, the equalitarianism or egalitarianism. We can make equalitarianism or egalitarianism works and attainable if we human beings also have the courage and patience to have equality, not just for ourselves but also to other people around us. We also need to think practically and carefully for us to avoid inequality. In planning our day-to-day life, in acting and communicating people, in acting and doing good with not expecting any exchange, we can work this out when we try to be together and be together. So, that's all, and thank you.